Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky.
Good morning.
Good morning, I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky. It's Thursday. That's what day it is. And
Favorite day of the week.
We are talking about hormones. Don't let Jason give you any jokes about hormones.
Not gonna do it.
Because he's already gone there and I've already
reprimanded him.
I have. I'm like, keep it classy. Keep it classy, Shelfer.
San Diego.
Okay. The reason I'm going here today is because Jason and I are getting massages. I know.
I feel the peace going. Just talking about it releases endorphins and
right. It releases. Okay, so help me out here. Is it serotonin?
Serotonin.
And also dopamine and
endorphins.
But not.
Well, I think if you release 3 of them, I'm pretty sure you're going to be releasing some of that oxytocin as well.
Yeah, because giving a compliment, playing with your pet, playing with a baby, talking to a loved one, or a random act of kindness. That's how you release oxytocin.
I'm pretty sure that some of those fit in that category.
Yeah, aren't you releasing some of that when you're getting a massage? And
it feels like a random act of kindness when it starts.
It feels like you're petting a dog.
Being petted by a dog.
just pet me like a dog.
That's right.
I don't know why. We both have had these knots in our backs for 3 weeks now.
Yeah. Ever since the first massage.
Yeah, it was like Pandora's box. We had Jacob over. Jacob is our massage therapist. And
good massage.
No, I actually drooled through the
headrest?
Yes. In fact, I felt embarrassed because
I'm glad you did that. Because
really?
You always but it was a great massage. Because you chastise me for getting in that, not drooling, but getting in that space where it's like, things are happening around you, you hear it all.
Oh, no, wait. It wasn't out my mouth. It was out my nose.
Oh. Well, that's a whole different
ballgame. Is that even worse?
That's not
worse,
drool.
Right?
You snotted. You drained.
But then I felt really badly because he was picking up his table and I didn't want to point it out on the floor, because then that would rub
it with your foot.
My problem, right? And I couldn't just roll over it.
That's my trick.
I was just hoping that he wouldn't smear it. And I just was...
And then stick and have the little goose...
Oh, stop. Now,
the goose sticks.
You may think it's funny, but it's not. Oh, boom. Oh, my gosh. I know that's terrible. Terrible, terrible. Sheila says, I sure would like a massage. And she also got the snot joke. David says, good morning, guys. Good morning. Michelle is here. Okay, the other reason that I'm bringing this up is because I was supposed to start my laughing yoga class last night. And
scheduled.
It was scheduled to start. You were
scheduled to start your laughing yoga.
And I wasn't able to start it because my back was hurting me and I had to lay down. I was in such pain.
Well, imagine, for those of you with us having coffee, imagine sitting all day. All day.
I know. I do point this out to people sometimes.
Most people don't think of it, though.
They do think of it when they're in a car.
Yeah.
Like when we're in a car.
Or at a desk.
Yeah.
All day.
Right. On a road trip, so many times people are like, I got to get out and stretch my legs. And I'm like, we've only been in the car for 6 hours. I don't understand what your problem is.
I've been in a chair for 33 years.
We can go for at least...
We can go for 2 more days.
Yes.
Can we get some outside gas tanks to just put on the outside of the car?
Keep going. In fact, we're headed to Wisconsin on Monday. And I was telling my book writing coach yesterday, I was like, yeah, we're leaving on Monday morning and we're planning on
there Tuesday,
putting on a 10-hour drive on the first day. And she was like, what? You're going to drive 10 hours? I'm like, yeah, that's
you
That's
undershot it
normal
because
for
we're going
us.
14 hours.
Well, yeah, that's normal for us. Anyway, yeah, so I had been in my chair all day yesterday. I had gotten up like at 4 a.m. at maybe even earlier.
I think you got up you've been getting up at like 3:30 every.
And then we went to our dance lesson, and I just was in my chair all day long. And when 7 p.m. came, which is really late for me, and I told her, I don't know if I can do a 7 p.m. laughing yoga class. I don't know if I can do it that late. And when 7 p.m. came, I was like, I've got to get horizontal and get out of my chair. So I can't start this week. I cannot start this week. I'm going to have to start after we get back from Wisconsin. That's when I'm going to have to start laughing yoga. But the reason I bring it up is because, is it the smile that brings the joy, or is it the joy that brings the laughter, or the laughter that brings the joy, or the joy that brings the laughter? Which is it?
Well, if you feel like you can't, to me, if you feel like you can't find the laughter or the joy, find the laughter. Make the laughter.
Well,
that's like a key.
I was doing some research this morning, and again, it's the same concept as with the massage. It's the chemicals that it produces in your brain. And just like the massage, laughter actually produces the oxytocin, the endorphins,
like a little key,
the dopamine. And when it produces that in the brain, it provides the same feel-good chemicals. And so it has the same result.
Yeah. It's fantastic, because we watch these videos on YouTube, on TikTok, wherever they are, of children. Like there's a group of seven siblings that are all the same age, and they just start giggling, and you can't help but to just start feeling good and giggling.
It's contagious. Giggling is contagious.
But we love hearing we love hearing baby giggles, and it's not because the alternative is the cry. Right?
Do you think those babies are laughing at us? Like what?
They're laughing at the world.
What do you think babies are laughing at? And do you think babies can communicate with each other?
I think they communicate to each other through giggling.
You do?
Yeah.
But what do you think they're saying to each other? These adults are
look at this.
Stupid.
Watch what I can get my mom to do.
Right. That's exactly what they're saying. Hey, look who's back! It's Julene. Julene, we missed you. Oh, and Pam's here. Pam says, I sit all day. I'm always, oh no, it just
lost it.
Oh my gosh, it just jumped. Okay, she says, I sit all day. I'm always suffering a sore back. I get it. I know. And you know what? They keep saying that sitting is the new smoking. And I hate that saying. I'm like, oh, I sit here and go, oh my God, I'm sitting here smoking. I'm just sitting here smoking cigarettes. That's what I'm doing.
It's something to think about.
So I try to just move.
Make sure we are able to move in some way.
Move it.
Because even walking, getting outside, direct sunlight, those are all things that release those chemicals in the brain that create joy.
Yeah, you know what? Go through some of them. Here, do you have your glasses?
I don't, but it's pretty big. So oxytocin, the love hormone, playing with your pet, playing with a baby, talking to a loved one, random act of kindness, and giving a compliment.
Okay, so we can all
giving a compliment.
We can all do that. We can all give a compliment, or as long as it's genuine.
When you show appreciation,
I don't want to give compliments just to give compliments.
Right. You don't random compliments that are surface. Are just surface. So call someone from your past, call someone that made a big impact on your life, and see how that makes you feel, and it's going to make them feel incredible. Because most people don't feel appreciated. Most people want to say, "Did I matter? Am I mattering? And how have I contributed?"
And that's something that we can all do too. I like that.
So the painkiller, endorphins. Exercising, getting a massage, eating a good meal, and eating dark chocolate.
Now, when you say eating a good meal, you're meaning eating a healthy meal.
A tasty, healthy meal.
So sometimes
Those aren't oxymorons.
we like to interpret it the way we want to interpret
Krispy
it.
Kremes.
Yeah, we're like, oh, let's go get a burger.
So that might release endorphins, but it's also in the back of your mind, you know that it's not congruent to where you want to be.
Okay.
So you might have an initial bust of endorphins, but then you're going to get the stress hormone.
Wait, when you're saying, well, I don't know what you're saying. When you're talking about eating Krispy Kremes?
Yeah, like when you're eating something that's not healthy for you,
gotcha.
and you know that you want to be a little healthier.
Okay.
Your subconscious knows, so you'll have an immediate burst of the endorphins.
Okay.
But then your stress hormones are going to come in because you're going to feel guilt and shame after.
I just wanted to be clear with what he was saying.
Dopamine, the reward chemical.
Ooh,
completing a task.
I like getting dopamine.
That's why we love checking off the to-do list.
In fact, sometimes I write things on my to-do list that I've already done just so that I can mark them off. Put it in the comments if you've done that. Just tell me that I'm not alone on that. Have you ever done that? Like, seriously, sometimes I'll, like this morning, I've already put on my makeup. So sometimes I'll put on my makeup just so that I can mark it off and be like, you know what? I've already done that. Little dopamine hit.
If you're a list maker, sometimes I think that's a very important thing to do. Because a lot of times we get through the end of a day. So we'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, we'll go till 7 o'clock at night, and we'll say, did I get anything done today? And if we don't put some of those things down, we totally forget that we actually did a ton of things during the day.
A lot of things.
But did we get the 3 most important things done? That's the big thing.
But did I mark it off my to-do list? And Julian says, oh yes, I have written it down after doing something. I'm with you.
So in the dopamine, you got completing a task, doing self-care activities, celebrating little wins, and getting enough sleep.
Getting enough sleep. I find that as I get older, I appreciate my sleep more and more and more so.
And we're like, who's doing fireworks at 9 o'clock at night?
I know.
Disney. Every night.
We're those people. In fact, at our life group, Tammy, our friend Tammy, was telling a story that there was someone in her driveway late, yeah, in the middle of the night. And anyway, so Tammy comes out without her pants on. That was a very important part of the story. And anyway, she was like, what are you doing? Or she was like, are you okay? And the woman was like, yeah, we're good. And Tammy was like, no.
You need to be good somewhere else.
You're not good if you're in my driveway at 3 a.m. You need to not be here. You're not good if you're in my driveway at 9 p.m. You need to not be here.
That's right. So, and then serotonin, the mood stabilizer, sun exposure, meditating, walking in nature, journaling your thoughts.
I think sun exposure, it has gotten a bad reputation. Especially, I think even, I mean, I'm a Florida girl, and here in Florida, people are like, cover up, make sure you put your sunscreen on.
And I think it started in England. Because all the English people that come here and go to Disney go back and they look like little lobsters. Like crispy little lobsters.
I'm telling you, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just basking in the sun, that will do wonders for your mood.
Get some vitamin D.
That will do wonders for how you feel. And when it all comes down to it, it is all about how you feel.
Amen to that.
How you feel. How you feel.
How you feel the most of the time.
Our beliefs affect how we think. How we think affects how we feel. How we feel affects how we act. How we act affects how we believe. It's a circle. It's a circle. And if you can control one little part of that equation, then it affects everything else. And the easiest thing to change is how you feel. How you feel.
Yeah.
Or how you act. Those are the 2 easiest things to change.
But anyway, long term, you want to fix those beliefs.
There we go. See, we could argue about this for a while. All right, guys, that's all we've got today. Happy Thursday. Thanks for being here. This was fun. I hope that you all can go out and create some hormones for yourself. Go pet your dog.
Go pet someone else's dog.
Random act of kindness. Pet yourself like a dog.
Give yourself a radioactive ruff.
There you go. Jason and I are having massages today. That's what we're doing. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.